Tanisha says in the chat, hey, Jeff, I'm going to send a follow-up, but what section is the best to study after audit? Well, so there's a couple of different exams that kind of go well together. FAR and auditing go well together just because you're obviously auditing financial statements that were prepared with everything that you learned in FAR. FAR and regulation have some overlap due to deferred taxes. And if I were choosing, I would say, well, FARB. FAR, auditing, regulation, BEC. That's my recommended order. Everyone's a little different, but that's what I would do. Zach says in the chat, I've been retyping the Ninja notes instead of rewriting them by hand. Do you have a strong opinion on whether or not that's a good idea? On BEC now, right? On BEC right now, by the way. So I'm not a brain expert, but I've read articles put out by smart people that say that there is a connection between writing things up by hand and your brain comprehending it. And so you're intimately involved with the material, whereas typing it out is okay, but is typing it out really that much different than just, running your finger across the page or highlighting it? I think writing it out by hand, it takes more time. If you're like me, I can type really fast, and so I can just look at the material and just type it and really not even process it. And so, but you write it out by hand, you have to process it. You're like, oh man, that's a really long paragraph. How can I take this information, cut it in half, and write it down in a way that's meaningful to me? And I think that is how you, the best way to rewrite your notes. I would say if you're going to type it out, then I would say it's almost not a good use of time. Hope that's helpful.